Hey, what's going on guys, it's Chum here, and with Battleborn having just come out a couple of days ago, I have decided to share some tips and tricks to help you understand and thrive in this MOBA style first person shooter. Our first tip of the video is to take time away from the fight. One key theme in the MOBA style gameplay that we see in Battleborn is that you don't need to constantly fight on the front line. I see way too many players constantly running in and fighting until they die. Instead, you should take time to back away and do things such as heal at support stations, recruit outcast thralls, fortify defenses, and collect shards from the various deposits around the map. And that brings us to our next tip: spend your shards. For those of you that don't know, shards are currency that you can use in matches that allow you to build support structures around the map and eventually allow you to equip gear to your character. Support structures like healing stations, accelerators, and turrets are very crucial for controlling areas. Having healing stations near the battle means that you can quickly duck out of the action to heal without being far away for too long. Buying and upgrading accelerators can give you the edge in battle when your opponents get too close to home. And turrets are crucial for helping your team push up. Placing them in forward positions not only help your minion waves advance, but also gives you and your heroes a slight edge when engaging enemy players. After playing for a while, you unlock the ability to equip gear sets. These sets consist of items that when bought with shards will buff your hero, making them much more useful in battle. Now moving on to tips for battle, we have our first one, which is use your skills. You see, every character in Battleborn has a unique set of skills that help them thrive in battle. Some will be powerful attacks, some will disable enemies, and others will protect allies. All skills in the game are designed to help you achieve victory, so make sure you utilize these abilities correctly in order to gain the upper hand in battle. The key to using your skills correctly is to know what role you should be playing in battle. And that brings us to our next tip: know your role. Every character in this game is unique, and because of this, these characters have a specific role to play in battle. A character like Miko, whose skills are catered to healing, is of course not the type of character who should be leading the charge, just as any melee character should not try to support allies from a distance. Knowing what role your character plays and how to play that role effectively will greatly improve your ability to support your team and defeat your enemies. Looking at characters in the command menu is a great way to find out what role they play. Moving on, we have our next tip, which is engage minions as well as enemies. As appealing as it is to kill enemy players as soon as you see them, sometimes it may not be a good idea. Because this game has a very high time to kill compared to most first-person shooters, it is very likely that another enemy will show up and turn the tables on you while you're killing their friend. If you don't have the clear advantage in number of players, avoid engaging enemies and instead focus on killing minions. This will not only help your minions push your opposition back, but it will also level you up, making you a much more formidable opponent when taking on enemy heroes. Now moving on to our next tip, we have push with teammates and minions. As I said earlier, having the numbers advantage is the key to Battleborn. Because of this, it is very important to not only push with your teammates, but your minions as well. It's no surprise that the enemy's base will be heavily guarded with turrets and minions. Having teammates with you will help you clear out these structures faster, and having your minions by your side will provide a good distraction for your enemy's forces, allowing you to push up without sustaining too much damage. When pushing, it is also very crucial not to push too far ahead, even if you're trying to secure a kill. Getting behind enemy lines will make you very vulnerable, and with all nearby enemies attacking you alone, you are very likely to die. And that brings us to our final tip, which is don't die. We all know that in most first-person shooters like Call of Duty and Battlefield, it's okay for you to die because you can quickly jump back into the action. In Battleborn, however, dying has a much more serious consequence. Not only are you kept out of the battle for a significant amount of time, which increases the more you die, but you will also be helping your opposition level up, and helping their players become more powerful than your teammates. Constantly dying will also give your opponent lots of opportunities to push up, with their team now outnumbering your own. It is best to retreat whenever necessary rather than dying, and like I said earlier, play it safe and don't push too far. Alright guys, so that brings us to the end of this Battleborn tips and tricks video. If you guys enjoyed and if you learned something about Battleborn, be sure to leave a like. And of course, if you have your own tips and tricks for the game, be sure to leave them down in the comments below, because I'd love to read them, and I may even feature them in another future video much like this one. And speaking of future videos, we're looking forward to doing a lot of awesome stuff with Battleborn. There's so many characters and there's so much stuff to learn, so we definitely love to do more guides, including build guides, different guides for game modes, as well as even a let's play of the story mode playing co-op. So if you're looking for things like that, be sure to subscribe because we're bringing you that content very, very soon. Either way, once again, I want to thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.